Will Smith was banned for 10 years from the Academy because
What
of
does that
what
even
happened.
mean? Or you know what's funny to me about Hollywood? There's no more cancellation if you do it right. Here's the formula. You just shut the fuck up. People will forget after a while.
You know what? He needed a scandal.
fine.
He'll be back.
bad.
Bad Boys for Life.
Are you even here right now? I don't know what's going on.
Dude, I saw J-Lo's engagement ring y casi me cegó.
Is that why you're wearing glasses?
Oh my God.
I was going to ask if you changed your careers into a rapper, but I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
What would be your rapper name?
What do you think? I don't know. Is it like
Uh,
Lil KC or something like that?
yeah.
Lil KX?
Yeah. I mean, your career's over before it began.
There
But
you
that's
go.
fine. That is totally fine. So we're blinded by the engagement. Was it bigger than the first one he got her 20 years ago? How did 20 years pass? I don't even.
I don't know. I feel like we're in some sort of we jumped into a time warp.
Yeah, those last 2 years have been insane.
Twilight Zone.
Truly.
Totally. No, I mean, congratulations. Qué bueno.
J-Lo. But you know what?
There's still hope that real love still exists and that it's possible. And by the way, you know that they always say that second chances nunca funcionan. J-Lo has proven us and Ben Affleck has proven us all wrong.
But have they proven us?
Have they? I don't know.
Here's the
To be
thing.
continued.
I'm going to cautiously celebrate this one because until she gets married, which has never been also a guarantee, but I'm going to actually celebrate when they get married.
Listen, but she always gets the ring, right? So
It's true. We need to take lessons. ain't no ring over here. So
we need to take a page out of the book of J-Lo.
If J-Lo did courses, she would become a trillionaire. If she just did women courses on how to date.
She probably already is, but yeah.
I just mean if she wants a side hustle, like there's a lot of taxes these days.
Right.
She might need an extra hustle. That's what I'm saying.
And by the way, no, I'm just ready for this weather and the beach. We've having a heat wave. It's been
you and the rest of the world.
Yes.
No, here's the thing.
Well, no, not the rest of the world. In South America and Australia, it's starting to cool down now, because of autumn.
Yeah, but I mean, like the rest of the world's waiting for summer, right? Like to enter and have fun in the sun. But I am the one Caribbean that doesn't like to sweat. So I am not very happy about this weather. I am like a cool and collected 80s. Like I'm cool. Like 80s, yes, perfect. Like I'm a chill bitch. I don't like to under boob sweat. Not my friend.
No. Under boob and
schwitzing,
under the butt as well.
No cracks. We don't want any cracks in the foundation here. Like it's just not my favorite. I am like a cool autumn or like a gentle spring kind of girl.
Yeah, I'm the same actually, believe it or not. I'm just
Pisces thing. I'm telling you.
I am enjoying though el calorcito, el solecito.
This is true. Golden hour.
Yeah, just a little. It's great for photography. Great to get a nice little. Although I don't tan, but
we don't do that.
Great to get a little bit of that nice vitamin D in. Cuando está atardeciendo.
In lieu of one vitamin D, get another vitamin
D.
There
you go.
You have to get your vitamin wherever it comes from these days.
Yes, right. And speaking of vitamin D, I mean. I've heard that you've been, dicen las malas voces or the good voices, las buenas voces, that you're dating again.
That I'm what?
Your Hotation is back on, in other words.
Am I what? Wait, can I plead the fifth on this one? No?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can say as much as you want. You don't need to reveal everything. We don't ever reveal everything. It's nice to keep the mystery.
What mystery? Please. I would love to be mysterious, but I talk too much shit. Like, just go on my stories.
No, girl, you need to be a little bit mysterious. Trust.
Ladies,
trust.
Listen to Catherine and not me. My Hotation is on hold because I met someone that I liked. And it's
kind of on though, but in a different way.
Okay, see, I hate this part. Like, when you go searching for something and you find something you kind of like, and so now you should be happy because you found it. For me, it's when it becomes really frustrating because that's when it all unravels.
Okay.
It all unravels.
Please expand on the unraveling.
The journey of the going on dates and finding someone, of course, is frustrating and it has its hurdles, but it can be fun, right? Like it can be fun if you're not emotionally connected or if you're not emotionally drained on anyone. But then once you find someone you like, it's like the mental warfare that goes on. At least for me, am I the only I don't know that I'm the only one, but, like, the
Right.
mental warfare of, like, "Did I say this? Did I say that? How can I be the cool girl that he thought it was so cool, like, a week
Right.
ago?" Like, things like that,
But
which
you
is so
still are
funny.
that cool girl. So, like, can you continue being that same person that you were before you jumped on the full on dating train?
If I could, I wouldn't be asking this question, Catherine. Clearly, I cannot be cool. I am not chilled. It's like I love it when men are like, "I want a chill woman." Bitch, I'm not. I am, like, not a
You
chilled woman.
you what yeah, when they say I want a chill woman, that means they don't want any drama, right? That means they're probably,
No, they
dating
want
around.
100%. They
Right.
wanna the girl that's gonna say yes to everything,
Right.
that's never gonna ask them a
Not a
question.
that's not a Dominican girl.
I'm sorry, that's not a
No,
Latina girl.
no.
You guys want the perks, but you don't wanna deal with, like,
Right.
the thing that you need to pay the price.
Right. They need to
Listen,
actually they need to see the ugly part pronto.
I'll show
De
it to you.
una vez.
No problem. I'll show that shit to you day 2. How about that?
So if they stick around
Zero
for day 3
surprises.
if they stick around for day 3,
It's
then
meant
they're
to be.
totally keeper.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be. Listen, it's cool. But yeah, I'm getting to know someone and I really
Mhm.
like him.
Is
Um,
he Latino,
what
American?
kind of
Like
question does I only date dorky white men. Like fucking minefield for the
well,
worst
I
kind of
mean,
dating.
yes, I know, but the audience doesn't know.
Oh,
So you have a
this is true.
type,
Clearly have a type.
and and then that is?
That is bearded white man.
Oh, so you like
So like if they
beard.
look like they can murder someone, I'm gonna like them. So
So
just like send him my way.
you like the look of testosterone, when they
Is
have
that
all
what
that.
that means?
I
Like
mean,
psychologically?
psychologically, yeah, you like the look of someone that can protect you.
Or that I
Doesn't mean that you're looking for that. It's just like on a
on
psychological
a
level,
psychological.
yeah,
I mean, that makes sense. Daddy
on a
issues.
subconscious level.
Daddy issues full force. So yeah, why not?
Don't
It's
we all
also
have daddy issues?
we
I
all
mean, I
do.
think some guys have daddy issues
Of
too, by the way.
course. And it's so what's funny that now that we talked about daddy issues, it's funny that the woman always gets blamed for the daddy issues when the
Mhm.
daddy was the one that provoked the daddy issues, right?
Right,
Like
right,
let's go to the source.
right.
Let's go to the core of this.
Um, yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. I mean, see, I do think some men also
For sure.
have hundred, and you see it in their behavior as well. But anyway, we're not guys. We
We're
need
not
to have a
guys. We need to
guy.
have a guy elaborate on that one.
Yes.
We are also, just because I watched Grey's Anatomy for 7 years, I'm not a medical
She's not.
doctor.
Nope. She doesn't have a PhD.
I
Nope.
do on
She cannot operate on you, though she can operate certain uh and handle certain things for sure.
okay, we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah,
That's
we're
where we're
gonna
gonna
leave it
plead
at
the
that.
5th.
Yes.
This is a
We're
clean
going to
show.
leave room for the imagination.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, everything else is good in that end. We'll see how it unfolds. It's
Right.
steady for now. It's fun.
Try not to panic.
Try not to
Breathe. I
panic.
know. When you like something, that's when it becomes hard. When
It's
you
the hard, like that's
right.
when the practice, right? Like it's definitely the practice of like, okay, how do you
Everything
also when you do freak out because it will happen, how do you clean it up in a way where it's not too
I know.
where it's not too crazy?
Can we like time travel a little bit for that?
I know
And
that would be so lovely if you could just take back that one thing you said. They were like, why did I even say that? That wasn't even an actual thought in my head. Like, why did I even say that? Self-sabotage, man.
it's a thing. It
Definitely a
really is a
thing.
thing.
It's definitely a thing. And also like I think where it becomes complicated is the double-edged sword of where can we give ourselves grace into like we're just human beings. And the right person's gonna be like, oh, that was just a silly question. I'm gonna overlook it. As opposed to someone that's just looking, right? Because there's a lot of men, especially now, they're just looking for you to
For the mistake.
they're looking for the mistakes so they
Right.
have an easy way out.
Because yes, because they're the perfect, all, God forgiven and
Because
God sent.
they're looking
Right.
for this perfect woman that doesn't
That
exist too.
doesn't exist when they're not
No?
even perfect themselves.
Ugh, they're the far from perfect, right?
Yeah. I mean, disfrútalo, enjoy it, have
Have
fun.
fun, as they say.
Yes, breathe along the way. Don't forget to breathe.
You know what's so funny that my friend was like, "You need to smoke more weed." Fucking
I don't know
relax.
that that's really going to
That's
help.
a double-edged sword because then it makes you hungry and then you gain weight and then now you're more pissed. Like it's
I
an
mean, it depends.
unending.
I hear it also depends what kind of weed you're smoking because there are different types of weed for different purposes. So there's one to bring you down, one to bring you up, one to chill you.
What's the one that calms you the fuck down? That's the
I
one I
have
need.
no idea.
Okay, good.
I'm
Just
the
put a label on
yeah.
it. I'm good.
A little bit of psychedelics,
Calm your
maybe
tits
some
down.
yeah.
You know what? I do like mushrooms. Mushrooms are so lovely.
Tell me about
They make
them.
I did one mushroom trip. It was like one. And it's so funny because whenever I tell people of that mushroom trip, they're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, you did it wrong." Because I
No.
would
Well,
do
for
mushrooms
them.
wrong.
Yeah, but maybe that was what you needed, the way you did it.
Oh, 100%. It was like a very ceremonial thing. Typically the way that people do mushrooms is in nature because there's
Mhm.
something about you connecting to nature with the
AKA
mushroom.
Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree is fabulous for it. Don't go alone or you end up in the park by yourself
Right.
lost because
Well,
everything.
by the way, there was a serial killer on the loose in Joshua
Oh,
Tree.
of
Right.
do I know? I have pins on my headboard, for it. Like, I'm obsessed with the serial killers.
Yes.
It's why I date bearded men. I mean, we haven't made the
Right.
connection yet. Like, that is the
So
connection.
you like wild sex also.
Okay,
A little bit of
so the
aggression.
psychedelics.
See, we're really getting down to it.
So
I
the
see.
slap me and hug me, like,
Right.
it's a little bit of a
Pull the
balance,
hair. Right.
and then tell me I'm cute, like, it's gotta be a yin with the yang. You can't
Right.
just
Oh, it's
ying
the
me.
balance. It's the
You can't
balance.
just ying us,
Balance of
right?
life. No, the
It's
balance of life.
it's also, let's be honest, like, no one wants someone that's, like, petting your hair the whole time, like, come on, Also, don't start like a motor, it's gotta be a little bit slow at first and then ease into it.
Right. So going back
Back
to
to the
back
psychedelics.
to the psychedelics and your trip.
Okay. So mostly people, the way that they do mushroom is in a very natural way, right? Like they go into nature and they say that you are the mushroom. So whatever it is that you're needing in that moment, the mushroom provides for you.
Right.
Maybe you need to be in touch with your femininity. That's what you're doing it. Maybe you
Right.
need to be in touch with nature. Maybe you need to have some creative thoughts, whatever it is that you're needing in that
Mhm.
point. The way that I did it was with like 6 or 7 other people that really were working through a lot of issues. And so we did it through a guided manner. They put mindfold on, so like
Mhm.
blindfold, they call it mindfolds because we're in California.
Oh.
And then we had we had like a music, like
Some like
sound music,
right. Sound bath type
sound
of
bath,
things. Yeah.
exactly. And this amazing woman that has like she's from the Amazon, and her voice, like you could feel her in your body. It was like
Mhm.
pretty intense. And people were like puking in the corner, crying. Like a
Oh.
lot of things were coming up. I mean,
Yeah.
this was going on for hours. We didn't know how long. It was like 4 hours, I would guess. And you thought it was 20 minutes because you were really into it. And you were just supposed to stay on your mat. And some people, had lost babe. There was one particular woman that she had lost a baby, and that was like very heavy on her. Like she had not gotten over
Mhm.
it. And through this, like she was able to work through that. Like she saw herself through the birth canal. Like she had this beautiful experience where she worked through a lot of things. And other people had like things were stopping them in life. They worked through those issues. There was another girl that saw herself dying. The funny thing is that I had the happiest trip ever. Like, I was in someone's womb. Like, I was a baby in a womb. I was floating like a little motherfucker. I, like, felt myself in a belly, like, "Woo, woo." Like, I felt like the world was hugging me. So I
Okay.
had a really beautiful trip. I kept getting so cold that when I woke up, I had, like, 6 blankets on me because I kept saying I was cold.
Okay.
So, it was, like, a really beautiful trip. It wasn't a traumatic trip per se. Ayahuasca will happen eventually. We
Right.
should film that one. That's gonna be intense.
That yeah. That see you see how you didn't want to jump off of a plane?
For obvious reasons.
Right. For
Okay.
me, throwing up, that's where I draw the
But you
line.
don't always throw up.
Yes, but I don't want to also have the experience of being nauseous.
Is that
So,
the only way that's the only reason you wouldn't do it? Like, it's so
absolutely
magical.
no.
No?
I mean, I think it absolutely works for people. We
Yeah.
understand that it
Medicinal
helps.
powers.
Yeah, it has medicinal powers. It has a lot of healing properties to it. We're very aware, and there's been studies done about
Sure.
this. But the throwing up, that
Like,
sensation,
that's where I draw the line.
that's 100% that's where I draw the line. Like, I don't ever throw up
Mhm.
para nada. I mean, I got really sick in the Dominican Republic back home porque me comí un salmón. And I threw up, like, I felt like my soul was coming out of
That's the
me.
worst,
And
that
it's
pain when you have nothing inside anymore and it's
oh
just like
my God. I
you're
mean,
like,
I
"Kill
was
me now."
hospitalized and like it's but aside from like, I don't know how people like, oh, algo me cayó mal, or like I just feel like throwing up and they do this thing and they're throwing up. I no.
It's LA. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
kidding. Sorry, guys.
we're gonna get
We're not
we're
gonna go into that one.
we're gonna get
We're
canceled
not gonna
on
go
that
into that
one.
one.
Um,
Anyway, what else is going on in this crazy Twilight talking about Twilight Zone.
I mean, again, J Lo's ring. I'm still blinded by that. It's like that's a second sun. We're gonna call
I
her.
haven't seen
It's
it.
the
Did she
morning.
post
Yeah,
it?
there's a photo that que salió somehow. I don't know where I saw it, but
Her
there's
publicist.
the, her team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Uh,
Is it
they
bigger than
go.
the first one?
You know
Because
what?
remember the first one was, like, iconic. It was,
It
like, this
was
pink
iconic.
cloud,
Yes.
like, no one has a pink ring, and it was, like, the biggest pink ring that
Right.
had the
Who was
pink
the designer?
stone.
The very famous diamond designer.
I don't fucking know.
Like whatever.
I
Yeah,
have De
because
Beers in the mall. That's why I know.
Macy's.
Macy's.
Um,
Juancito in district, in our
right.
district. I mean, I don't know.
But what else is going on? I mean, we're very happy for her. You know that a lot of people have been retiring. Oh, okay. I know everyone has talked about this, but we can just mention it that now, Will Smith was banned for 10 years from the Academy because
What
of
does that
what
even mean?
happened.
What if he's nominated for something? Can he still show up or no?
I mean, they were afraid of Kanye West showing up at the
The
Grammys
Grammys?
and Kanye
Well,
West ahora parece un chivito harto joven next to
yeah.
Will Smith. Like Kanye West
Kanye
seems like the most peaceful and loving person.
You know what's funny though?
Because
That
Kanye, I think, is just a lot of talking.
he's just a
He's
lot of
just,
talking.
yeah,
He's saying a lot of things that we're all thinking, but he's saying it in an erratic way, like to be honest.
right,
But furthermore, you know what's funny to me about Hollywood is that people people need to go away for a while. And so like that's what happens, right? Like there's no more cancellation if you do it right.
right. I
Here's a
mean, look
formula.
what happened with Chrissy Teigen, right? She's back.
But here's the formula. You go away. You just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
don't don't say more. Don't post more pictures. Shut up.
Yeah,
People will forget after a while. And then donate some money to somewhere,
right.
do something noble. We're going to eventually forget. But another thing is, I don't know if you remember, but before people would be like hospitalized for exhaustion when it was like
Oh
drugs or
my
they were fucking crazy
God,
or they had a mental.
yes.
Everyone was exhausted.
Yes,
In the early 2000s,
overworked.
it was exhaustion.
That's
Everyone was hospitalized.
true.
Now it's like mental space. Like now everyone needs a mental space when really they're going into psychiatric holds,
Right.
but we're not
Well,
calling it that because they're nice houses that have views to the ocean. We've just
right.
changed the protocol a little bit.
Right. It's like a
But
five
that's
star.
but same thing with Will Smith. That's what they announced that he was going to go to a retreat somewhere.
Oh, they
So,
did? I
yeah.
didn't see that.
Same thing with Kanye. Kanye said he was going to go away to go get help.
Yeah, I did see about that Kanye,
So,
but
before it was exhaustion, now it's mental
right,
breakdowns.
yeah,
Don't know
right.
what's
Now
next.
it's mental health. And that's okay too. But you
It's
know what?
absolutely needed.
I think all of us we need it. We all need a moment donde we disconnect
Totally.
and we take a time off from social media, from
The
everything. Social
busyness of
media,
life,
yeah, social media is very toxic. Can be really, really toxic. Um,
especially when you hang your worth on attention, right? Like and as an artist, I feel like you got to be very careful because a lot of it is that, right? I'm
yeah, I
not
was
saying
about
everyone,
to
but
say something, but I think we might get canceled
we haven't gotten canceled yet, imagine.
or we'll be called conspiracy theorist. Conspiracy theorist.
Theorist.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna leave that for another episode. But whatever happens, we love Will Smith.
He's a
He
great man. He's no one
he
has everyone has the nicest things to say about him.
yes,
He's a human.
I've met him. He is a lovely human being. He's a wonderful human being, a hard worker, a consummate
Also
professional.
had no zero scandals all
Right.
of his
So he needed
career.
you know what? He needed a
This is fine.
scandal.
This is
You
this
needed the scandal so people could see that you're
you're
actually
human.
human, like all of us. Y que tú metes la pata también.
You're a
So it's
flawed
all
man.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all good.
He was at his end of his wits and
He'll be
that's it.
back. And we're looking forward to he's gonna have the greatest comeback ever. And guess what?
Maybe like Bad Boys, like some shit like that.
Bad Boys for Life. Yeah.
What? Oh my God. What if Bad Boys is with Chris Rock? That would be hilarious. I'm pitching it. You can give me money later, but I'm just saying that would be a great idea.
Chris Rock and Jada.
I mean, now you went extra.
Why
Now you broke the internet.
Anyway, going back to current to other things, we know that there's been a lot of people retiring lately. Are como quien dice el padre del reggaeton. Well, not the only one because there's also Tego Calderon, but Daddy Yankee is retiring.
No más gasolina. Is it because gas is expensive?
Probably.
You
But
know?
like, is he really retiring though? Because I heard that he made a new like a special album or something like
Does
that. Or was a
anyone
tour
actually retire?
and he sold 175 million
Let's-
already.
That's
What?
insane. No one sells anymore.
That's a good move though. Good
It's
move.
a good PR move.
Yeah.
But
I'm
also
going
no
to
one
retire and then
put out like 3 more things.
Right.
But it was like no one really retires, let's face it. Like
No.
they come back for like a goodbye tour and then they come back every 10 years or every 5
Right. I
years.
mean, it's good the energy that you get from the audience and being in the spotlight, it feels good.
I will say that video that he released with everyone thanking him for like it was so beautiful. It was like
Yeah.
everyone that was anyone was like, "Thank you so much for opening so many doors." Like
I mean, let's remember that Daddy Yankee came out in a time where there wasn't social media, there
0.
wasn't anything, so he really did put in the hard
He
work.
built a community
He
from the
built an
ground up.
empire, and
Yeah.
and not only that, he supported so many artists, so many.
And
Uh,
he's talk about a man that has had no scandals, especially in that world. Like that man has always been he's been married to the same wife, like no
he didn't have to
scandals.
go through the humiliation ceremony, the Illuminati.
I don't tell me more.
Girl, that's another episode.
No, but
But there's
we need we need a conspiracy corner. I've just decided.
yes.
I've just decided we're launching a conspiracy
Conspiracy corner.
corner.
We're gonna wear our glasses.
Bow.
Dun, dun,
The dollar bill with the
dun.
square comes out with the
With
triangle.
a triangle and the all-seeing eye. We are being watched. You know that
I
24/7.
mean, I know it because my phone keeps sending me like dumb fucking ads every time I talk about
You talk
anything
about anything,
or
right?
an email about it. I'm like, how am I getting an email about something that I just talked about? It makes no sense.
We've never been listened or spied on. What are you talking about? That doesn't exist.
I'm telling you,
What? This we have the
it'd be great
what?
if you can somehow hack your the person you're dating's phone so that you get the ads for what the shit they're talking about.
That's way too much work. If we need to get to that point, at that point is like
What if you start getting
next.
emails of like restraining order, like, oh fuck, it's me. It's me. I'm
Well,
the one.
yes. I knew someone that got um some
Oh my god,
actually restraining
I was
orders.
listening to a podcast of this like this cult. It's a cult, essentially. These 2 people were like total hippies,
Mhm.
poor in the Amazon, didn't know what to do. Like they were, I think, in Peru somewhere. Americans went to live there for a while, came back, stayed with their friends, like didn't have a job, and were figuring out ways of making money. They came up with this whole thing of twin flames, right? Like, is there a twin flames? Blah blah.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
let
I
me
can't
let
you
me
know
let,
what? I'm so tired of the twin flame I don't believe in that.
no, I don't believe in either. Anyway, so they were I think you choose your twin flame and then you have to choose to be with someone and then create that space. But this
Right.
whole twin flame that we were born and like because what if my twin flame
And
died?
people
Then I don't fucking have one.
they fucking make a lot of money out of this and people
So
fall
yes.
into this.
So
They fall for this.
this podcast is exactly that. So like they had like these training systems and people would pay $2,000-3,000. And of course, it's a more susceptible people. Like these people that go to those places are the ones
Yes.
that really need to be in therapy because these people do not love themselves. They do not see themselves as like normal, normal person that can be loved. And so listening to this podcast and these people did the craziest things because the guy would be on the phone call and would be like, okay, so tell me about your twin flame. He's like, oh, it's this guy at work who's younger than me. I asked him out and he said, no. You know what?
You
Twin
no.
flame said that you have to proceed. And
No.
he would make them do
No.
the craziest things. Like some of them went to jail, some of them got restraining orders, some of them got sued, lost their jobs, like because this guy was manipulating them into believing that everything was valid in the name
And
of
how
love.
is it that these people haven't gotten sued or shut
They
down?
did.
They
It's like
did?
there's a podcast on it. It's a very just crazy, crazy world. But I'm sure they're not the only ones. Like there's people that prey on these folks.
Of course, this whole twin flame thing, I mean, come on, people. Really. I
Is
mean,
there a twin flame?
I don't believe in that. I mean,
Why? Tell me more.
my twin flame
What if I die? What if he fucking died in a car accident? Now I'm fucked.
like are they gonna go follow you? Like what happens? What happens? Like do they have to find you in another life? Like how does that
But
happen?
also like the notion that there's only one perfect person for you when we change so much as humans all the time. Like
Constantly.
I'm not the same person I was last year.
You're
So
not the same person you were 5 minutes ago. I'm not the same person I was like a minute ago. We're the
no,
only thing constant
it's
in life
change.
is
So
change
how
and
is it
death.
exactly?
So I
So
mean,
there's no way that there's this one person that's like I don't believe in it either. I also believe it's the older I get, the more I believe it's a conscious choice to be with someone.
Completely.
This whole romanticizing, like I've met someone and in 5 days we're
Being
married, like
yes, being loyal to someone, being monogamous, I think that's a
it's a
choice that you
choice.
make.
And every day to work on it for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um,
Who else is retiring?
Jim Carrey retired. He said that
He's been kind of off. He's been like off the limelight for a while anyway.
yeah, he said that that he's had enough, that he's done enough, and that he is enough. So
Wasn't
we're
he
gonna
like
miss him.
painting? Wasn't he like
Yeah,
painting
he's
now?
a painter. He's
He's a very
he's
eclectic
very,
man.
very talented, very, very talented. We're for sure gonna miss him. But he said that, he might come back.
They all do. I'm telling you, no one actually retires. That I'm gonna die on that hill. No one actually retires.
Our favorite American hero is retiring as well.
Barney,
Bruce Willis. I just changed his name.
Bruce Willis.
Die Hard.
He has like a
He has
mental,
aphasia, which is a speaking
not alopecia. That's something
not
else.
no. We can't talk about alopecia. We cannot talk about
We
alopecia
don't
because
talk about Bruno. That's a hot topic these
that's
days.
yeah. That's almost like,
But
the
wait, tell me
king.
more about Bruce Willis
No,
before.
he has aphasia, which is a speaking disorder that happens either after a stroke or after like a severe illness. And so, as an actor,
I was reading
if you
also.
can't speak or get your lines straight, and it also causes confusion.
Yes, that's what I read that
Mhm.
on the set. He actually they recorded some scenes over and over and over again. No one knew
Because
what was going on
right,
because he just could. They would be like turn left and he would turn right, and they would
right,
like he just couldn't have any
right.
comprehension. And
So
apparently, it's like really bad movies he's making as of lately, which is such a sad thing because he had such a great legacy, and now to make these stupid, silly films just to get a paycheck doesn't make any sense. Whoever his people are, like,
I mean, I think he seems, because I don't know him, I've never met him. I think he just seems like a cool dude, and
yeah, for
if he's
sure.
being paid, whatever, he doesn't care.
He's probably securing also the paycheck for his wife and the kids and all that stuff.
Right. I mean, he's done enough. He's already, established himself well enough that he can se puede dar el lujo to do whatever
Do
and
crappy
and
movies.
not give a fuck. Like, it's not a good movie, I don't give a fuck. I got paid, bye.
Mhm.
No big deal.
Okay, but on to more important news.
Uh-huh.
How's your rotation?
Not important news at all. Um, you know,
Tell me.
I've I'm taking a break.
I mean, for sure. That is exhausting.
Yes, it's exhausting. It's a lot of work. I'm taking a break.
It's a lot
I
of work.
have periods. I have my periods where like I'm having fun and it's great.
And you
And
need
then I
a
have my
breather.
periods like I don't want to see anybody. I'm
I am
not
becoming
into it.
you, and I don't understand. It's so scary to me that I'm becoming you as a person because I can totally relate. Before I was like, I need people all the time. And now I'm like, oh my
I
God.
can't. No.
No.
Last
You
week,
went out, what, 3 times last week?
I saw people every single day last
So you're
week.
going away for a month.
I'm going away for 3
She's
years.
gonna be like hospitalized, just like
I'm
exhaustion.
going on a mental retreat because I'm having a mental breakdown.
All day. I agree.
Oh my god. I'm going to be recording the podcast from
The mental institution.
from the mental
In front of
institution
Malibu,
or
obviously.
right. Or from like Hawaii or something like that,
I mean, that sounds great.
you know? But
It's funny because people don't understand that, like, it's not that they don't understand, but let's explain the rotation comes in phases, right? Because
right.
phase one, you got to go scout, right? You got to treat this like a team. Scouting. That shit takes a while. Then you have
This
the
is a
criteria.
production. This is like a
It's
production. You're scouting, right, for the right candidates.
it's like spring training for baseball
Right.
players. It's like this thing, right?
Right.
So like you have to scout, right? Like are they batting? The batting okay? Like all these things, all these elements need to be in tune. Great. Now you have the players. Now
Right.
we gotta submit them to the second phase. And the second phase is how do we dedicate time to all these people? And then it will sort itself out because eventually you would realize which one you like more.
Right. And also, like some people think it's like a one night stand thing. No, it's
No, no,
not
no.
that. You actually have to like this human
And it
being.
doesn't mean you're having sex with all
No,
these people
of
by
course
any
not. No,
means.
no, no. Of course not. Who has it, by the way? Who has the energy for that?
No. And then you gotta shower. It's a whole thing. And then
It's
shower and clean.
yeah.
I
No,
know.
no, no. No. That's a a bit extreme, especially these days that there's
So much going on.
so much going on, so many
Don't come with your cooties over here.
diseases and viruses and like so many mutations that we have to practice.
Mutations.
We have to-
What if that's like, hey,
You're gonna become an X-Men.
before you come over, what mutations might you
Right. No, no,
have?
no, no. But it really is at the end of the day, like anything, it's really about having fun and enjoying
It
this
is.
human being company, right? This human being's company. It really isn't about,
I was gonna say,
having sex.
no, it's not. It's companionship and
Yeah.
fun in whatever you call it fun,
Yes.
like the label fun,
And
whatever
that,
that
and
means for you.
again, it doesn't mean that any of these men that you're seeing or having fun with and connecting with, it doesn't mean that these are going to be your happily ever after. You're getting married.
Uh, Chances are they're
No.
not.
Most likely they're not.
Numbers show that probably not.
The
But
statistics show, yeah.
yeah, but it's practice. Everything is practice.
Mhm.
Everything is practice. Whether practice to work on things that you think you've worked on, practice on triggers, like whatever it is that you're
Right.
needing in life, I think is important. I was gonna say that with no expectations, but the reality is that I feel like we're human and we
We
have some
always
sort of
have
have an
some
expectation.
yeah,
So I
it's
think it's such a misleading term to be like, go out and have no expectations. And it's like, no, but I expect
well,
to
right,
hopefully like this person. And if I like this
right,
person, I hope that we can spend time together. And if we spend time together, then I hope we have vulnerability. And if we have vulnerability, I hope feelings develop. So there's
right,
always an expectation depending on
right.
the phase.
A friend of mine said that I'm basically a seasoned person. So he sent me a photo which
I'm
I
in AAA, you're in the big leagues. Go.
he sent me a photo of Runaway Bride. And then
Julia Roberts. I saw you posted
you
that.
saw I posted
I was the one that was like,
you
I get it
understood. You
immediately.
understood right away because that is 100% me. And then he sent me a photo of a Christmas tree. 'Tis the season. I'm definitely a season person. I have a season where, like, you know what? Let's go all the way and have fun and meet different people. And I have my season where I'm like, I do not want to see anybody. Didn't want to date anybody. I just want to go off and travel and
B and B in your
be by
solitude.
myself,
Yeah.
which I love.
Same because we're cool people. So we should
Right.
fucking like, you know what?
By the
Yes, you like me. I'm fucking dope.
by the way, one of my seasons just unfollowed me on Instagram.
That was for a season and a reason and a lesson, maybe?
I guess.
So wait, he unfollowed
He
you. You know
unfo
someone's pissed at you when they have to unfollow you. I've only
I mean, I
unfollowed
don't know.
people. I only unfollow people when I'm pissed. Like that, there's no other reason.
Really?
Because if not, I'm like, I don't care that you look or that I look.
Right.
Why?
I mean, I don't know, but
Did
uh,
you unfollow him?
no. What?
Pretend like you don't know.
I get.
Tag him on shit. In fact, go tag him on a whole bunch of shit. go post, go post like like baby memes or whatever. And
I
fucking
mean,
tag
I
him on.
guess I'll take that as a compliment, right?
Yeah, he must have been pissed at you to unfollow you, or is he dating someone else? Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I don't. I have no idea. I have no idea. But that was.
And how long ago was this season? How many?
This was a holiday season.
Ah, shit, it's been a while, and now he unfollowed you. That's some petty shit. That's some shit I would do though.
I mean, I broke. That's you would do that. I broke
I
my
am
own.
so petty.
I broke my own rule on this one though. But yeah, we'll talk
I
about
told
that.
you.
Yeah,
I told you. I don't fuck around with that rule. It's too close to
Listen.
home. Too close to home.
Listen, you have to, in order for a rule to be a rule, you have to have an exception.
This
So
is
this
true.
was the exception of the rule, and it's okay.
And now we know that we don't break the rule.
Exactly.
Now we know. Oh, I remember why I set that rule. It's like when you don't put on the shoes, and you're like, I love these shoes. Why don't I put them on? And then you
Oh,
put them on. You're like,
fuck.
fuck, I forgot that this is why I
Right.
don't wear these shoes.
With the blister.
With the
It left you
blisters.
with a freaking blister.
That was me last night. I was dancing and ass. My feet are like destroyed. So
And-
describe your ex. He's a blister.
Yeah. Well,
Lovely.
he's not my ex. He's a season.
Oh, he's a season.
He's a season.
I like that. We're gonna use this term now.
Yeah. We have seasons.
Okay.
So anyway, we're gonna come back next week. Thank you for joining us in another episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This was what episode?
One of the great ones, obviously. You know where to find us. You can watch and you can listen to us anywhere you pod, iTunes, Spotify, obviously YouTube, but here on Instagram where you're watching us. So
Yeah.
we'll see you next week.
And don't forget to jump. Just jump and go for it.
Just do it. What are you waiting for?
Jump
You're a
off the
season
plane.
too. You're also a season. Go